So let me show you one of the really exciting objects that we received from Harrogate Museum. This box contains an ostracon, which is basically a piece of limestone with a letter written around about 3,300 years ago. And it comes from the village of Deir el-Medina. This is the workmen's village of the men who were responsible for digging the tombs in the Valley of the Kings. Now, it's written in Arabic, which is a very fast script for the ancient Egyptians to work with. And when we received this from Harrogate, I immediately sent it to one of the experts in the Netherlands called Rob Deir. And he was really excited when I sent it to him because some Egyptian students had sent him a photograph of this while it was in the museum in Harrogate and said, this is an ostracon in a museum in England, but didn't actually specify where. So he had been looking for it for the last 3 years. And he was able to read the content and say that this was written by a man called Nakdamun to his brothers Kai and Baki, all about their father Nebre, who was ill and he couldn't sleep that night. He was quite restless. And so Nakdamun has asked for some goose fat in order to help him sleep. Presumably the goose fat was delivered because we then have a second letter which is in Berlin and no doubt is the follow-up to this one. Nakdamun asks for another batch of goose fat because unfortunately the cat had eaten all of the goose fat, so they need some more. And this tells us a little bit about the daily life from the village of Deir el-Medina, the well-known community of workmen 3,300 years ago. And this is probably the first time as well that the letter had been read in over 3,000 years. So it's really exciting that we have these objects in Swansea, that we're happy to bring them to life and to give them a new meaning